introduction.
Well, my name is Sergio Jimenez, and I'm a stats major here at Davis, and I've been here for 2 years and 1 quarter.
So, now that you are cooking a lot more, what do you eat for breakfast and lunch and dinner?
For breakfast, it's pretty consistent too. I usually have like 2 eggs, one choice of breakfast meat, whatever it is that I have, whether it be like bacon, sausage, or yeah, that's basically it. But I'll either do like a full plate of like all that stuff, rice, beans, and eggs, or I'll just put it into like a quesadilla or a burrito. But that's usually what I eat. And if I'm lazy to cook, I just grab like cereal and oatmeal.
Do you get any meat from grocery outlet?
No, I don't get any meat at all. My dad owns a restaurant, so I just he has like chicken, steak, whatever I want. So I don't need to really buy it. So I'm really lucky that I have that opportunity. Just the fact that I like spicy food, so I like to try like a lot of rubs on the meat that I cook, whether it be like chicken, steak, or seafood. I like to make it spicy, so I like to just mess around with like a lot of spices to make it taste better.
Do you feel like you have like skills in the kitchen, like with preparing food and cooking it and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes, but I can definitely mess it up as well. So it's a good balance. But it's definitely not a hard thing to do. Like I said, like anybody could do it if they wanted to. So something that I noticed that's really common in the Bay Area is people tend to eat out a lot for dinner. I've noticed it with my coworkers and previous housemates. It's like they'll go out and they'll keep it reasonable, like anything like between like $10 and $15, nothing too crazy. But yeah, people tend to eat out a lot rather than cooking at home. And I think in college you couldn't really do that because you were always on a super strict budget. But now that you're working and you're finally having like a stable income, like and you don't know how to cook, it's like it's pretty easy, especially in the Bay Area where you have like all these different types of foods. My name is Raul Lopez. I am Francisco's oldest brother, and I graduated from UC Santa Cruz in 2017 with a degree in computer science. I would buy like pre-mixed, like it was like pasta and like garlic chicken from Costco. It was like a family size packet, and I would just make a bunch of that, and just like that would be like my dinner for a couple days.
Nice.
The funny thing is, at work we get catered meals multiple times a week, so I end up eating there for lunch. When I eat breakfast here, it's like cereal, or I'll do like overnight oatmeal, stuff like that. But then they'll usually have really good catered lunch from local restaurants, and they'll have a lot left over, so I'll like bring leftovers, and that'll be my dinner. And when I do cook, again, it's something quick and easy.
When you were in college, would you say you had sufficient access or limited access to a healthy diet?
I would say that dining hall options we always had a lot of options, and they always did have healthier options, but they also always had like burgers and pizza. And initially I was eating a lot, but then I realized like I wasn't feeling well. Like I don't think I was gaining weight, but I just wasn't feeling great. So then I started to opt for like the healthier meals. So I think they always had that as an option.
What were some limitations to your diet once you moved off campus?
It's mostly time constraints, because usually I would leave, if I had a class like at 10, I would leave like between 9:15 and 9:30, and then I wouldn't be back until like 6, right? So it's like eat breakfast and then pack a lunch and then have dinner back home. But your schedule is always changing, so sometimes I would stay way later and I would end up having to buy like sometimes multiple meals. I would say a time that I had a lot of fun cooking by myself was I was watching like some Gordon Ramsay videos, and then he has this very particular way of making like scrambled eggs. So I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to try it. So like I went out, bought all the ingredients and kind of followed like step by step and made his scrambled eggs, which were very buttery but very good. So that was like, just exploring, that was also pretty fun.